multiple different carries, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The teams are diverse. One has a diamond, one doesn't. So the team should be evenly matched here. There are a couple silvers, I believe, on one of the teams. We're going to see the standard Auron ban come out. Auron is really strong in this meta. Not a lot of people play him in lower elos because, again, he doesn't require a lot of. He requires a lot of skill, and they don't understand his kick quite well. And you can just build tank and have lots and lots of damage. He's a lot like Poppy. Zoban, pretty standard right now. She's still broken even after the nerfs. She can one-shot 80 carries with no trouble, and once they get the GAs off with her help, that's it. The other team could lose easily. Leona on the support, that's also a really good ban because she's a comfort pick in the fact that she's really forgiving because she's so tanky. She has one stun, no, she has 2 stuns, and she practically has a thresh hook. Annie, really good ban. It's also a comfort pick. Annie is a very basic champ where you can't mess up. You get refunds on your Qs with your mana if you kill a minion with it. You get a stun after 4 times you use a spell. You have essentially a free Thornmail on your W, and then you have, well, on your passive shield that you can use to get the 4 spells. You also have Tibbers, which is essential in teamfights. He is great. And the Lee Sin kick, really good in a team fight. He's kind of hard to master, so it was wise for them to, because he is a upper elo champ, it was wise for them to just get rid of it at all. Jarvan, that's a really good pick top lane. He has a really good engage. His ultimate, you can't really cancel it out. And so you have to be very careful because remember, his Q shreds armor. His passive on his flag gives additional attack speed, so it'll do a lot. And he also has a shield that over time will slow down if somebody tries to get near him. He can reactivate, kind of like Sion. You see the Shen pick, that's really good. He does percent max health damage, and his taunt is one of the best things on his kit with his W, being able to block any auto attack damage. So if they really want to disengage with the Shen, they're gonna have to really play around Jarvan. If they pick up Janna, that's also going to be a great pick with Ezreal because he does do a lot of damage with his auto attacks and Q, and the shield on him will be preferably well. Looks like the other team's going to pick up Janna, which is pretty smart because, again, Janna's shield gives attack speed, so with Vayne, combo that in, that's going to be really, really good. Now, obviously, they're not going to do a Vayne jungle. That would be a little absurd, but you never know. They can do it. We see a Xerath ban coming out. Xerath is a tricky champion in general because the farther you run away from his stun, his little blue ball that he throws out, the longer the duration. So it was really good they got rid of that. That's fine. We'd see the Orianna pick. Orianna doesn't have many counters because she can either throw her orb out, her ball, and it'll just help. And she can also equip it to a ally, and that can become a shield, or she could discord with it. Pretty much anything. She has a very versatile kit, hard to counter. You could play really Vigar, but then again, you're gonna have to make even trades back and forth. Thresh ban, I don't see why the other team would ban Thresh. He's a high skill champ, so I wouldn't recommend either team playing it unless they're challenger, because again, Thresh, you miss that Q, you really don't have anything. Taric ban is actually really good because Taric gets empower autos every time he uses a spell. He has armor, health, a stun, an ultimate that makes everybody invincible. Kled pick, that's actually really good because with press the attack, that core rune, he does a lot of damage. He can do a lot of things for the team. They might be picking up Teemo in the jungle, I'm not quite sure. And they also have Sejuani ban. Actually, Sejuani ban is really good. She has a lot of damage early for being a tank. Incredibly too much. Yeah, so that's actually a really good ban. You see the Gragas pick coming out. That's really going to engage with the Shen and his ultimate. You also have Ari going in the mid lane. Very forgiving pick. You can't really go wrong with her. Matched up with the Orianna, they're going to have even trades. When we look at the junglers here, it possibly could be Ezreal. I'm not sure yet. Let's see where the things swap around. Okay, so we do have Ezreal in the bot lane with Nami. Nami and them are going to do incredible poke damage. She's going to heal him for quite a bit after the 5th level because she'll have more in her kit. See the Jarvan pick for jungle. He's going to be very careful because he doesn't have a lot of damage early. If you do go Duskblade and other lethality forms, you're going to have to do it really early on. So you're going to have to be careful with it. We can also see that Shen versus Kled is going to go quite well back against Shen, so Shen's going to be able to shred pretty easily, and Kled has to get really close to do damage, so Shen's going to build a Thornmail early on to subside with that. We also have Gragas. Again, Jarvan. Jarvan has to be very careful in the early game because he might get poked out, because Gragas does do a lot of AP damage early. Ari, Orianna, that's going to be a little bit of a risky pick because it could go either way. Now, if we shift our focus down to bot lane, we have Vayne and Janna. Vayne and Janna, you have Janna's ultimate, which could push a champion in or out. She could flash, heal, shield, knock up, whatever you want. Vayne's condemning on her E is quite powerful, with the fact that it is a stun, technically. It's a very powerful stun. So there's that playing in her kit. We have Ezreal, who will poke the Vayne out of lane early, so they're going to have to force her into turn to deny her CS and anything. He's definitely going to be going Klepto because Klepto is very sought after right now, even though the nerfs really didn't do anything to it. Because Klepto gives him items, gives him mana pots, gives him elixirs, gives him wards. He's essentially a walking shop when he's in bot lane because he can sell the items he doesn't need or that. So yeah. We can see that Nami is going to be able to poke Janna out early because she's not going to be able to put as many shields out. She is taking Ignite, which wasn't the best idea. She'd better off taking Exhaust onto either the Nami or Ezreal for a team fight. Just like how Nami has Exhaust. So yeah, this should be a very interesting matchup. Top lane's going to lose to Shen. Gragas is going to win over Jarvan if it goes for an invade. Depends if Jarvan has red buff on him because red buff slows and does damage over time. Ari against Orianna, that could go either way. Ezreal will push the lane over Vayne early, and Nami and Jen are just going to be training back constantly. They're not going to be able to focus on both their ADC and themselves or the opposing ADC to do damage back because even though Nami's heal hops from Ezreal to the nearest champ, say Janna or Vayne, she's going to have to also focus on the fact that they have to put wards down in the river bush. And so it's going to be quite interesting because Shen will be able to ult down to bot lane level 6 because remember, mid lane is the first lane to really get 6 because the wave pushes in about like 5 or 10 seconds faster than every other lane because it's straight down, it's not curving around as you can see on your screen. And so Shen, considering he is playing Shen, will have full map awareness. He'll be able to teleport onto Gragas, Ari, Vayne, Janna, and so it'll be pretty good. It'll be interesting to see. Okay, we're gonna be loading in here. Pretty little borders. We got a gold, 2 plats. One moment. Sorry about that. We can see that the Ezreal and a couple of perks. You can also see the Orianna, very nice Darkstar skin with Aerie. Aerie is really good because she does have potential to give ally a shield. Electrocute is pretty good on Jarvan because he is ganking. He's not playing top lane, so you're not going to take Grasp for the Undying and Demolish, essentially. We could see Kled going into Shen. Shen did take Grasp. He did take, more than likely, Demolish because Demolish is based after 5 around the turret. There's going to be 5 crystals. Once those count down after about 10 seconds, 5 seconds, he will do max percentage health damage to the turret equivalent to his health. So it scales off of like 10% of his health to the turret. So it will take quite a bit of damage in the late game, and he's going to be essential to pushing down in team fights pretty much. Well, he can split push. He does have 2 forms of teleportation, but he's going to have to reserve both of those for team fights. See, loading into the game. Jarvan, Kled, Orianna, Ezreal, and Nami are going to be starting on red side, and the other team is going to be on blue side. See some friendly banter going on in chat. See, Gragas is running it down to his red side. Actually, that's actually a good start because Gragas has a really good AoE clear, and so he'll be able to emphasize on the fact that he'll be able to clear Raptors, and Raptors does give a fair amount of XP, and it'll help him get to level 3 and 4 way faster than going through wolves. We can see that Orianna and Ahri are just sitting there in the bush. They're just hoping that Gragas isn't going to pull a cheese and take red buff on the opposing side, and Shen's just sitting there waiting for Kled. Both have classy skins. Got Sir Kled, and he got pretty much Sub-Zero.
Damn.
Minions have spawned.
We can see that minions are coming in now. Ezreal took the free mana refund as one of his runes. So it'll be interesting. He'll be able to poke back and forth, but it's going to be essential to his kit that he does get the tier, Trinity, then Mana Moon if he can finish it, and then a Bork, and then Lord Dominic's Regard because the opposing team is going to be fairly tanky. So he's going to go for a blue buff as standard on Jarvan. Having quite a bit of a faster clear than Gragas, as you can see. Attention, Jarvan's already moving onto Gromp, and Gragas is going to move onto Raptors. He's going to throw down his Q, go for the smite onto the big Raptor, kill them, and boink, he's going to be able to hit almost level 3 at this point, and he could just walk away knowing that the Raptor died to his red buff. Pan our focus to top lane, we can see that Shen and Kled are already doing fair trades. Shen's going to have to be a little bit more aggressive in lane if he wants to win early, because of the way his kit is with his Q. And he can trade right now technically, because even though he might not have his W, he could have his E up and just going for the full taunt, but he's just going to want to play safe and let the wave push in, because if he lets the wave push in, Gragas here can easily go for a gank. Gragas is level 3 and he's on red side. Jarvan is low on health. He has to be careful here because Gragas already has double buffs. Considering he does have smite, he's going to be able to pick it up, but he is halfway down his health. Gragas is just going to go for vision here at this point. He's want to go for the docile Skull Crab. Skull Crab gives him health. He gets health back from it in general because just auto attacking him. You can see that Jarvan was smart to smite that, and he's gonna have to give up the rest of his Raptors to Gragas. Now, Orianna knows that Gragas is there. She has to be a little careful because Ahri could sneak up on her, but it's fine. You can see that Gragas does get the stun with his E. He's going to get Jarvan a little bit behind on his wave clear, because again, Jarvan doesn't have smite, so he's going to have to be careful. See, Kled is already back at this point. He doesn't have his steed, and as it is, he's pretty low. See, flash coming out, and first blood goes to Gragas. Now, again, I did emphasize this, that would be a issue, that Jarvan was going to have to watch out for Gragas doing the early invades because of how tanky and how much AP he has early on. See, Ezreal's getting pushed in quite a bit. He could position to the right a little bit more, but he has to be careful of the walls because again, Bane can push him into the wall with her condemn on her E. Darius has yet to back. I can't say his full name for obvious reasons, but he has yet to back. And so Shen's going to be able to push in this wave. He's going to have to be really careful because if Kled's able to get that aggro onto Shen and call back his steed, Shen's going to be in a little bit of a sticky situation. So he's taking a lot of minion aggro. Shen's going to use his passive to his advantage at this point, pull his Q to him, his Otherworld sword, just so that he can get the additional health shielding off. You see Trade's going in mid, and Kled gets his steed back. You see Jarvan's trying to go in for a gank. He's trying to warn Ahri. He's going to poke, gets the flash out, and they're just going to walk away. This Gragas is just peeling away at the Jarvan, and Jarvan's going to set back even more to his jungling path because even though it's just one level, Gragas can essentially just have main dominance over Jarvan and just deny him farm in all ways. Yes, Jarvan does have his smite, but his shield isn't that great. You can see that Ezreal is now pushing in the wave bottom. The tides have turned quite a bit, being the fact that Ezreal is able to poke people away and deny them CS. Essentially, as I said before, he was going to take the Total Biscuit of Everlasting Wealth. He was going to take the free boots. And because he does have kleptopsy, whatever you want to call it, he's getting free mana pots, he's getting free pretty much items in general to stay in lane. Ahri has quite a bit of an advantage on top of Orianna, so Orianna's going to have to be really careful here. Again, Jarvan isn't that strong right now, so he can't gank. He's going to have to focus on essentially just farming. Now, Jarvan's got to be really careful because Gragas is right by Scuttle and he has no idea where he is. Luckily, Gragas right now does not have a flash, so he can't go for the initial kill. Jarvan's going to be forced back again. It's actually really good that he does back because Jarvan has, what, no health, no mana, so there's no point in staying and trying to find him away from Krogs. You see Kled is pushed quite a bit, and he's going to get his steed back, so nothing Gragas can do from there. If he hadn't and not gonna anything, he could have. Focus back down to bot lane. We can see that Nami and Ezreal are being pushed back to tower, even though they had quite a bit of a lead with trades. It's actually quite smart that Ajana is going for the because even though Jarvan might be a bit behind compared to Gragas, he will be able to be good. We're going to see a even trade here come out from Shen and Kled because, again, Shen is quite broken with his Q, W, and E. The taunt, the additional shield from his passive every time he uses an ability, but that's on a 12-second cooldown. Still, it's quite a bit. So, Kled wasn't quite able to cheese the kill out there. Kled's going to be forced to walk back to lane while Shen is going to try push the lane a bit more so that he doesn't have to suffer as much with the wave being towards his tower. We can see that the Shen is starting to build a Sunfire Cape. I wouldn't have gone that against the Kled, even though he's always going to be near you. I would have gone for a more Thornmail build and then gone Cinderhulk later. You can see that Jarvan's being, hey, dangerous. Level 6 Gragas is here, and Gragas does have full control of Jarvan's jungle, and so Orianna is actually a bit down compared to Ari. Ari's Q, every time it goes out, it does initial damage, but as the ball's coming back in, it does true damage. You can see that Shen's getting even trades here. He's able to block everything, and yeah, overall good kit. I'm surprised that the Vayne isn't going the standard Korean build right now with the Relic Shield on top of the overhealing and different forms of pretty much just tankiness, because that's where the meta is shifting to with the Koreans making those builds. We're going to see that Shen's going to get off his Q, and you have to consider that because Shen is maxing his Q, he has a lot of potential to just block everything. Look at Shen's going to have to be very careful here. He's going to have to call back his Q. He's going to get the kill. He's not going to be able to go anywhere, and Jarvan will get the kill on Shen. But doing that will reset the gold value for Shen to kill another person. Shows the champion, but still. See that Janna is bubbled now. Ezreal's going to focus her down. Ezreal did eat away in time, so the condemn did not go through. And Ezreal will win that trade. Now that he's level 6, they possibly could go in for an all-in at this point. See them go in. And we're going to focus back to top lane. Jarvan's going to be all alone in this, and Gragas will ult to get the casket kill. Janna will get the kill with her Q onto Ezreal. So far, not looking too good for the red team, as the gold lead is starting to become significant with 2,000 gold ahead. They do have bot lane pushed up quite a bit. They could push the wave into tower and punish them for it, considering it is at the 10-minute mark, and the turns aren't going to be reducing any damage. Shen's going to be forced to be pulled back in by the bear claw trap on a string, and Gragas is going to be about. Now, so far we haven't really seen anything happen in mid lane besides the small trading here. If we do pay attention to their CS, we can see where the lead will start to snowball for Orianna, because she's at 97 and Ari's at 85. About 20 CS is equivalent to 1 kill, so every kill they're essentially ahead of 20 CS. So if we look here, Shen has a significant gold lead over Kled. Gragas has a significant gold lead over Jarvan, and Vayne has a significant gold lead over Ezreal, and so does Janna over Nami. At this point, red team is going to have to prioritize objectives to fall back in, or the game's just going to fall apart on them. They can't really do much at this point, because if they try and engage onto the Vayne with what she has in her kit already, Vayne already has an Infinity Edge at 11 minutes, so she's CSing quite well. Actually, 120 is what you want at 12 minutes, so she is doing phenomenal. See, Shen's just trying to play the game at this point. He's just trying to. He's going to go in, he's going to land the taunt, he's going to call his Q, and he's going to keep aggroing onto Kled, even though Kled doesn't have any vision on him. He's going to shotgun back. Kled's going to get his steed back soon, so if Shen wants anything out of here, he's going to have to flash E into him. Just going to keep attention to top lane at this point. And Kled gets his steed back. See that blue team is pinging, hey, I don't see people, Jarvan's at blue. And yeah. Now that Vayne does have ultimate up again, and so does Janna, they can easily go back for a re-engage if they can condemn either Ezreal or Nami into the wall. The only thing saving Ezreal from being condemned into the wall is that if he can E in time by seeing the action from her. See concentrates going back from top. You can see that Orianna is trying to roam down bot. She gets the pull in. You see Vayne going all in. She's going to move onto the Nami. She's going to condemn her. She's going to get the double kill. She's going to get the triple. She's going to go in for the quadra at this point. She can. And that will cement blue team in the game. and they will secure an ace. They now can force in the turn at this point and get first turn blood at 14 minutes just about. You can see the Ezreal ult coming down. He wants to clear out the minions, but there's still going to be another wave coming, so he can't do anything. Unfortunately, they're going to lose first turn to that. Shen has to leave at this point because Kled's going to charge at him with everything. And he's just going to walk out of the way. And Kled's going to completely miss that. See, Arya's trying to make back and push down mid. Even though she's a little behind compared to Orianna, she should be fine. Well, not Orianna. Yeah, Orianna should be fine so long as she doesn't feed mid lane. See that about the same flaming path is happening for both of the junglers, even though you could start to see the experience deficit happen between Jarvan and Gragas, because Gragas is already level 9 and he got red buff. Jarvan is still level 8. You'll see that Janna is going around dewarding everything, making sure that they can now rotate to top because they've already secured bot. They can now shift Shen to the bot lane and he'll be fine. Vayne's gonna be able to get off these essential autos. She's gonna be able to take this tower with ease. Kled should not stay for another second because again he can't fight. Look, she's gonna be able to Q away, but now they're gonna be in a bit of a sticky spot. Nami and Jarvan up there, but Janna and Vayne both have ultimate, so this could go either way for the teams. Again, because of the crit that she has, she's gonna be able to ultimate. She's gonna do a ton of damage with her Q. She's in Janna's ult. She's gonna be able to get Jarvan, and that's gonna be a double kill for Vayne. Vayne's gold lead at this point is so significant that nobody can rival her. She has 7 kills and 1 assist, and now she's gonna be able to secure tower with red buff. We can now see that it's a 7,000 gold lead for bot lane. About 100. Yeah, that's quite a bit. She can get about 3 complete items at this point, while Ezreal is still on his mana moon. I wouldn't suggest him going the blue build Ezreal though. Trinity Force is the way to go because of the phage procs you can get and the extra movement speed. Vayne's gonna be pretty smart just to back at this point because Gragas is already getting the objectives with Shen. And Shen does have ultimate, so if something goes wrong in a team fight, he can just ult and save everybody. So Orianna is walking around, she doesn't know if it's ward or not, but it is. And unfortunately, the control ward isn't in the area to get rid of the ward to the left. See, Gragas and Shen are just going to play peekaboo at this point because he can just E into them, knock them up, and that'll be it. Because of his body slam. See, Shen is now wandering down to Kled. He's going to call his Q, he's going to clear the wave, and he's probably going to back off and just redeem all the gold he has at this point. See that Nami is just going to roam back up to base at this point. There's not much she can do. We can see that Vayne's going back for his AP. We can now see that Kled is trying to back off from the Vayne, but the Vayne is doing insane damage. She has ultimate up, but she's gonna run away and wait for the wave to come back to her. She can't really do much. If she does tower dive, she will forfeit the lead that she has. Each Q is doing about 600 damage. She's gonna be able to dodge and weave back and forth from the Kled. Keep in mind, Baron's going to be up in 2 minutes, so they're probably going to be able to secure an inhibitor at that point, because, again, blue team is going to have to focus around Vayne. Vayne is doing 300 damage. They're going to be able to secure the Rift Herald. You're going to see the Kled ultimate come out of here, but it's going to be in vain, pun intended. mainly because she does so much damage. We're going to see the taunt come out from Shen. He's going to get all of his abilities on, and they're going to condemn the Orianna, and they're not going to be able to do much. Shen is going to have to focus on the tower with them. They're going to get the kill onto Jarvan. They're going to summon the Rift Herald here, and he might be able to end the game. Mainly because Vayne just does so much damage. And so now the Rift Herald's going to be able to focus onto the inhibitor. And now they're going to shift towards focus onto the actual Nexus towers. It's still going to be doing quite a bit of damage, and Rift Herald will fall after one complete push. The team's going to be emphasizing on the fact that Dragon does come up short. Well, not short, he already got killed, so yeah. Now we're going to look at the gold lead. Blue team has a 14 kill lead, so it's going to be about 10,000 gold. Vayne's going to keep egging on these towers because, again, her Q is on about a 4-second cooldown at this point. She can do pretty much whatever she wants. She is going to want to share the wealth with her team. Their team is not going to want to fight this because now they have aggroed on the Vayne. You get a flash. There goes the kill for Vayne. She ultimates into it. They're going to have to focus down onto bot lane soon because the super minions are going to be pushing into wave. Vayne doesn't have any more mana, so she's just going to be doing auto attacks at this point. But again, she does a lot. And so now Jarvan's going to be trying to split push top just to get some kind of gold lead for his team. There's nothing he can do. There's already minions coming. He has to back. There's no one really paying attention to it, and Ezreal's going to divert his attention to it. He's going to be like, hey, that's not good. I can barely attack these things, but if I can stall them out for my other teammates to come, that'd be nice. If we look at his build right now, he is going traditional Iceborne Gauntlet, slowing Ezreal, which isn't that good. Yeah, and so look at this. He can't really fight off the super minions. Blue team is going to be able to get a kill onto Jarvan. Okay. Again, doesn't surprise me. He's trying to split push top. He should have backed, not been greedy, and helped Ezreal clear out the wave, because now, even though turrets will eventually regen their health, it's very slow. It's about it's like they got like 3,000 health, and yeah. So the Vayne is trying to keep her gold lead ahead. The Shen doesn't have flash, so he can't engage onto them. The Vayne does still do quite a bit of damage. She's going to be queuing around. She's going to get the turn. And now this could be where the plays are made. This could be the penta for Vayne if she plays it right, but because of the Ezreal slow with his Q, it's going to be quite the annoyance for her to get close. You see, she already gets rid of the ward. They're going to be de-warding the red buff side, and they're going to be shifting their focus onto top lane. And so we can see Ezreal's getting the free vision out here at this point. What was that chicken that? No, that was Kled Steve that ran into the bush. See, Kled is trying to clear out top, but it's not working for him. Blue team's going to be able to force a fight into top lane and to stall out the wave, because when we see it, Shen's quite a bit ahead compared to the other top laner. We see the ult come out, and Vayne's going to be able to two-shot them. She's going to get the double kill. She's going to shift her focus onto Ezreal. Ezreal's going to die, and it's going to become a triple kill. Nope, he's going to flash. It's not going to be enough. And now, red team's turn is being destroyed at this point. They're going to shift up to the inhibitor tower. And Vayne flashing that level 7 mastery. The disrespect. You can see that Ezreal's going to try and ult. But again, still nothing. Kled's going to try and do the bear hook. We got the Gragas ult coming out. We see the Vayne using her autos just to get a kill. She's going to be able to go for the double. We got the ult coming out from Shen. Shen's going to be able to come out. And now Gragas is falling really short due to the turn aggro. He's going to fall. Shen's going to have to pull out his W. He's going to have to pull everything out in his kit. You see the Vayne coming out here. We do have the ult from Janna being able to heal them. And now Vayne's going to shift her focus towards tower because they can't really do anything. Vayne's going to get that kill. She's going to move on to Ezreal. Get that double. She might be able to go for the triple. And triple kill for Vayne. And that's going to be game 1 to blue team. Quadra? Too bad they can't. Oh, Penta. It's not going to be enough, and that's going to be game 1 to blue team. And we're going to be going to game 2. I think we're going to be waiting around for game 2 now. Waiting on game 2. Where's he going, bruh? See that game 2 is already reading up at this point, and we'll be getting right into it. Alright, we're gonna have standard bans coming out now. They're probably gonna ban Shen because of the total domination he has in team fights because of his Z. That's gonna be the first ban.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
You know, you probably shouldn't ban a champ after someone's name, because there's a guy named Riven in our league before. I think he only played Riven once on one of our matches. I don't think he ever played Riven. He was the ADC too, which is the funny part. I don't know why you'd focus it unless that's his highest win rate champion, which if I look at it right now, no it isn't. He has a 33% win rate with him, so why would you do that? It makes no sense. Well, 63% in season 7, but preseason he only has 6 games played and he's only won like 2 of them, so. Excuse me? See the pick coming out from. They could play Garen. They could play a safe pick here and win it. Again, standard ban for Ornn. Really tanky, high skill cap. He's gonna pick up Orianna. Okay. Gonna ban Vayne. Vayne was really powerful last game because it was played in the right hands against an Ezreal. Ezreal could have poked Vayne out early, but he wasn't positioning right. He was always hiding behind minions. Got Leona ban, pretty standard. Annie ban standard. Shen, because Shen is too strong. Gnar would be really good, but same mid lane matchup. Okay, that's weird. Oh, he's gonna pick up Gnar for him. Okay. Sejuani coming out, that's a really good tank pick. She does a lot of damage early, a lot of slows. Even with red buff, does even more slows. Trundle pick, that could be either support or top. Trundle's really good because he has his pillars, he has his additional movement speed from his W, he has his Q with his bite, and he has his ultimate, which is essentially a free Bork, even though you build Bork on him. See that Dabby is going to pick up Lee Sin for jungle, which is actually quite smart. Has a lot of good play with Gnar being able to knock him into a wall with Ahri's charm. Nine-tailed Fox Lady. Ezreal ban. Don't know why you'd ban Ezreal. If the team can't play him efficiently, why would you ban a champ like that? Or the performance of the team that was using him. Again, you waste bans on champs like that. Jaina ban, that was actually essential because she doesn't have a lot of skill to her kit. You just press Q and shield and ult. And her Zephyr might just slow down with her E, but besides that, nah. Not much to her.
Fine, I'll just be over here, sharpening my feathers.
Zayat ban getting rid of any potential of her quills, and the Twitch ban was pretty smart because he is a scaling champion just like Vayne, so getting those two out essentially dictates who's going to win the bot. Whoever wins bot lane is going to win the game. Tristana is actually a good pick, but their team could pick Jhin. If they pick Jhin, then Tristana will lose lane automatically because Jhin has so much poke with his Q, and Tristana does have a really high based auto range, but she's gonna have to get in real close, and so I don't feel like that'd be a comfort pick. Caitlyn, yeah, could zone her out, but again, Jhin would be infinitely better in this situation for poking down a Lee Sin, Ahri, and Tristana. Got the Bard pick coming out here, very smart, has a really good ultimate, has a stun, has a heal, has a tunnel which your whole team can run through, and if they try and follow you, just aim into a wall. Or stun into a wall, essentially. Actually, the Vel'Koz pick for bot lane would be really good because he doesn't have a lot of mana consumption, and he can snowball real easily. I wouldn't pick up Blitz, I wouldn't pick up Nami, I would definitely pick up... Okay, gonna pick up Nami again. Don't see the logic here. Well, the other team's gonna pick up Nami. So, let's go over top lane. Because Gnar is ranged and he's gonna get his rage fast, he's gonna be able to push down the Trundle quite a bit, so he's gonna be able to keep his distance with his E, being able to do a double hop if he hops onto one of his minions, or an enemy minion, anything in general. He's going to be able to get away. Sejuani is going to be able to engage onto Lee Sin early, so Lee Sin has to be careful of that. He doesn't have a lot of burst, essentially, unless he gets a Duskblade and then goes on from there. You'll see Orianna in the mid lane against Ahri again. This should be interesting, considering we're swapping hands at this point. Caitlyn will be able to zone out Tristana with her traps and just play around with Bard, so that's going to be Stun City. Stun City. Yep. Can't say the rest of that, but it's gonna be a lot of roots and stuns, roots and stuns, and roots and stuns, and roots and stuns. So on and so forth. The only people that are gonna be able to get around the traps is Gnar, because he has a hop. If Lee Sin tries to ward hop through it, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get caught in the trap and it's gonna count, and he'll get the auto attack from Caitlyn, which is quite a bit of crit damage. It's like 150% of her full AD early on, so you have to be careful. Caitlyn can freeze the wave right by her tower, so it's going to be in her favor. She won't be able to do the traps trick where you put the traps in a corner of the turret where the enemy can't see, because if you're on blue side and you look to the left, the way the turret is positioned, if you pan your head to the right a little bit, if you're facing the turret and look to the right, in the top view you can't see it, but if you're in spectator and you're able to move your camera, third party program, you could see that you can put traps down there. So She's going to be a little bit more trickster with this against Tristana because Tristana might hug behind the turret. So, yeah. You can also see that Nami's going to be able to have not as much poke as Bard because Bard will be able to stun and just auto with his little peeps. Little chimes he goes around and collects. Lee Sin's got to be careful. If he doesn't, he's going to get killed early by Sejuani. And yeah, it could go either way. Not really either way. If Gnar doesn't have his ultimate right, they could lose team fights easily. And Trundle's is going to get really, really, really tanky from his. Let's see what else. Got Barrier from Orianna, we Exhaust from Bard, and we got Heal from Caitlyn. We got Smite on Sejuani, which wants Smite, don't want anything else. You got Teleport from Trundle. You have Teleport at Gnar. You have Smite him. Ignite on mid lane. Heal on Tristana, and Exhaust on the Nami. So game's gonna start in about 30 seconds. And it's definitely gonna go to blue side this game. In my opinion. You guys can talk about that in chat, but that's just how I see it going. Can I get a kappa in chat, my boys and girls? Please. Please give me the kappa. And now we're gonna get into the game. We're gonna load in. Okay, so we're gonna see again 2 golds, 2 plats, a silver, 3 plats, a diamond, and a gold. Pretty standard going electrocute on Lee Sin, just like Jarvan, except 1 lane. Also, trying to think. There's not really much else you can go on Bard besides Grasp of the Undying. Because actually you could go Klepto. Klepto would work on him. Because there's interactions with his abilities. Only person who hasn't loaded in for me is the Nami. Her going Airy, again, that's smart because Airy, when it does bounce back to allies, gives them an additional shield. Got press the attack on Tristana, really good with her E because it's 3 hits. Yeah, should be interesting to watch. Alright, we're all going to spawn in here. We can see that red team is consistent of Gnar, Lee Sin, Ahri, Tristana, Nami. Blue side is going to consist of Trundle, Sejuani, Orianna, Caitlyn, and Bard. They could go for the cheese invade here, because they do have Sejuani backing him, and Sejuani does have her passive where slows and such after the first time don't work.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
They are going to go for the cheese. They are definitely going for the cheese.
30
Oh,
seconds
Jig's
until
up.
minions
Now we
spawn.
saw him. What is red team doing? Are they gonna sit in bush and ooh boy. This should be good.
Minions have spawned.
Well, Lee Sin's gonna be met by Trundle. Nara's pretty much gonna have to sit there and wait for Trundle to leave so he can go back up through brush. Blue side is warded. They're all pinging, hey, hey. People are missing. People are here. This should be fun. See that they're already starting onto red buff. Stun's gonna come in from Bard, and Sejuani's gonna have a good leash. See that Orianna's being pretty aggressive here. Not Orianna, Ahri's being pretty aggressive towards Orianna. Already giving her fair trades. Trundle and Nara are gonna have to both be. They're okay in the lane phase. See the constant trades coming back. Bard's gonna be forced to flash and heal. See the trap coming out. Constant heals. If Caitlyn had placed the trap a little bit farther back, they would have gone.
For the future.
See that Ahri is already pushing Orianna's wave into tower. See Bard is roaming around for his chimes. And Lee Sin is going for blue. See that Lee Sin's wanting to set up for a gank at this point. He's probably telling his teammates, hey, back off, let him push out so that we can do that. But Tristana has the worst possible way of actually freezing a lane because of her passive. How she kills a minion, they explode. Do AoE damage like that. See the Q coming out, see Orion training. See Gnar just autoing Trundle. Trundle is gonna get really low here. Is this gonna be the kill? No, it isn't. See the kick coming out. See that the double stun is actually really good, but it's gonna be an even trade here. And Sejuani is in bot lane, so Lee Sin's gonna have to be careful and back at this point, because if he doesn't, he's gonna die to her. Gnar misses his Q, which could have essentially given him a free kill. Nope, no pun intended, but Sana's explosive power does make it an equalizer for their fights. With the Bard stun coming out, not being able to hit both of them, pairing it together, Lee Sin is being a very patient camper at this point. Sitting there waiting. He's just gonna back. He could ward hop and Q. See that Ahri does have Orianna pushed down quite a bit. See decent kick coming out. See the trades. Tristana's gonna auto back and forth, and it's going to be enough to get first blood for her. Top is gonna cancel teleportation here. Lee Sin is getting caught out. This isn't good for him. He is going to have to burn flash here and go over. Gnar's just going to want to run away at this point. He can't do much, considering he has no room to run. They just keep autoing. See the stun come out, heals. See Trundle tries to go for the Q, backs off. And we can see that they're both backing in bot lane. They're both ahead quite a bit. If we look at the CS lead here, it is about 2 kills worth. Let's see Nars in Mega Gnar form right now. He's gonna throw him into the wall. He's gonna land the W. He's gonna be going for the attacks. He's gonna come out. He does have Q up. If he can land the Q and keep going, yes, he gets the kill onto Darius.
The time is now.
We can now see a gold lead being formed by red team, about less than 2,000, but still quite a significant amount. So Juani's gonna have to focus onto red, then go on to the objective. Nami's gonna miss her bubble. She will trade and heal back Tristana. See the autos coming out from Trist.
Time for the trigger.
You can see that Nami is going to be able to trade better off than Caitlyn with her heal. Orianna fails to land it. See, Lee Sin is just hitting 5, well, 6. Sejuani does have a lot of ganking potential. She's gonna shift early. We roll along. Q comes out. There's a wave. Gonna see the charm come out. We're gonna see the all in from Ori. She's gonna be able to keep autoing the Qs. She's gonna shift around. Right. But Orianna's gonna be able to pull out everything. You see ultimate come out. We're gonna see Tristana and them trying to run away, but she will fall. Tristana is gonna have to go all in, all or nothing at this point, and she will fall to Sejuani. Now that the scores are even, they're still Naruto's gonna be able to win this fight if he can. There's not much that Trundle can do once he backs off to the circle. Like I said, Sejuani's going to shift her focus down to Dragon. But Nara will be able to counteract this by pushing down top lane. He's going to get his rage off. He's able to get his Q. He's doing so much damage. As a last resort, he's just going to have to be forced to use ult just to survive. Nara now hits Mega Gnar. He does have ultimate up. He does have teleport. He's going to be sitting patiently in the bush as he wards it. And much else is going to... Everyone's just going to pretty much either back, but that's it. So Nara's remaining his dominance in top lane. He does quite a bit of damage with his rings. See the Q come out from Lee Sin. He's gonna have to be forced to back away and run because Orianna is AP. He has no magic resist. Tristana is going to be trying to push this tower down as fast as she can, but it's still not going to be enough. You can see that Tristana definitely knows the extent of the attack. Go for the autos. She's gonna get the ultimate, push him away, and get the additional damage. Tristana's gonna have to run away from Caitlyn at this point because Caitlyn is doing a lot of damage and her ally. With the constant poke, they're gonna be able to do a lot. You can see that Trundle is just getting his Qs off at this point. Nara's about to go Mega. He's gonna want to go for the initial attack. He's gonna get the W. He's gonna be able to push him into wall, stun him. He's gonna be able to throw the Q at him. He's gonna try and get the auto. He's gonna get the W's. And to know, to the excitement, there's not going to be anything there. Ari does have ultimate. She's going to follow up with the standard combo and will fall. Let's see, Lee Sin's trying to do something, but Sejuani could have turned onto him, but did nothing. Gonna ward hop. You see the bard coming out here. Lee Sin's gonna get the kill. They're gonna shift onto Sejuani. Sejuani won't be able to do much at this point. She's gonna fall. Now they're gonna move on to Orianna. Will this be the double kill? No. Lee Sin was able to get around. He's gonna go for the kick and he kill. Caitlyn is all alone at this point. She should back off the turn, but she has too much pride to even leave. She's going to want to be staying around the turn. Nar has to be careful here. He's getting chased down. He's about to go full rage. He's going to turn. He's not going to land the W this time, unfortunately, but he's been very lucky in the past couple kills that he was able to even land in that hitbox, which was ridiculous. You can see the Q coming out from Caitlyn trying to put. You see Krugs trying to reset. You see the last W get the stun off. And now Nar's going to back off. Bot lane is doing pretty well at this point. Tristana is getting pretty close to Ooms. Now in top lane, we can see the 2-level deficit coming out from Nar. Nar's going to go full into him. He's going to load on his kit. He's going to be able to throw the Q at him one more time. And he's going to get the kill onto Darius. Now Nar being in his almost mega state, he'll be able to push down the tower and do significant amount of damage. He shouldn't back. He should push the wave into tower and just clear this, because again, it's free CS. He should be keeping his snowball ahead so that he can be significant in team fights regardless of his ultimate. You see Sejuani's going to try and do something here, but Nar will be able to get away. He's going to throw his Q. He's going to try and probably W. He gets stunned. He does have his E, keep in mind. He's probably going to be forced to hop around her like hopscotch. Will he have enough? He will. He'll be able to get away. He's going to auto her to death, and the kill goes to Nar. That's how he was able to complete this feat. Now that we can see the rotation of bot lane coming up again because of their lead, they're going to be able to snowball. They're probably going to focus towards Rift Herald again and be able to push it down mid. Nar's going to be forced to back at this point, even though he's about to go mega. There's no point in him risking. See that Lee Sin's going at the Krugs. They have no idea where Lee Sin is. Trundle's just sitting in bush at this point. He could try and flash kill the Tristana, but it will be in vain if he does anything. We can see that the Lee Sin is looking for a place to hop. He's looking to get rid of wards. He's wanting to give that blue to either his support or his ADC. He's going to go onto it. Orianna's going to land the Q and the ultimate, and she's going to go for the all-in and get the kill. Orianna is just being harassed at this point under tower. She can't do anything down, and so Lee Sin gets the smite onto that. Tristana is going for the all-in, but she's going to have to back off. Nami coming in the rear. They're going to take down Caitlyn. They're going to shift their focus onto Trundle, and the lead for them is going to become huge. As Tristana is getting a double kill, they're going to be able to shift to top if they don't have to stick around. Tristana's getting really greedy here. She won't do much. She's going to flash. She's still taking turn aggro, and she's going to be able to get away with little to no help. And even Lee Sin getting out with a mere silver health, he's getting out with 20. He's going to smite onto that. They're not going to be able to take any Rift Herald at this point, but they are going to be able to have Nar push down bot lane. They're going to have to be careful. Sejuani's here. They're all very low. They still have Orianna. We see the ult Sejuani. They're getting caught out. They're going to be forced to flash. Orianna missing her ult. They're going back into the Sejuani ult, doing significant amount of damage. The flash coming out. They're going to have to hop away at this point, but that could have been catastrophic. Could have lost the little bit of lead they had, and it could have turned around the blue team. You can see that Nar is still harassing the Trundle. Trundle's going to be forced to run away. Really, he can't really do much, and he's going to back. No real point in him staying on bot lane. See, red team is pinging, hey, I don't see them, I don't see them, I don't see them. Nar puts down a control ward. Oh, there's already a control ward there. Should think first before you do anything, bud. He's going to get the Q onto Bard, and he's going to back away as he goes mega. We can see a team fight coming out here at this point because Lee Sin and Nar focus onto it. Tristana's going to follow up with her autos on her Q. She's probably going to save it for when a team fight actually happens. We see Nar coming up. Nar's pushing him into the wall. Nar does have the advantage here. He is trying to stall. They're not focusing at all onto the blast cone. Tristana's going to move onto that. She's going to move onto the bard. She's going to get the triple. Never mind. I'm sorry. That's going to be a double. Demon Bolt triple here? No. Gnar will not be able to pull off a miracle, and we'll pull down to Or. Now that majority of the members of blue team are dead, Lee Sin could go for the cheese here. He's going to avenge his teammate. He's going to get the autos out here. He's going to get the Q. Oriana's going to be forced to barrier, but still not going to be enough as the Nami comes in to heal and take the kill. They're definitely going to want to push this tower into it because they do have a lot of minions, just a lot of power in general. Now we just finished their challenge. They're going to be forced to back out. Lee Sin's probably going to want to hop to his teammate. Not currently. Gnar's going to be forced to teleport to top lane in order to save the tower. Trundle's just going to try and make up for the farm he's been losing. Because red buff does do true damage. Tristana's going to really want to focus on that considering how far ahead she is. If we look at her build, we can see that she is building the standard Vayne build, which really works on the majority of ADCs. If they can play it right in a team fight, that will be an inhib and Rift. Rift will be away in 2 minutes, so they're going to have to make like, hey, we should consider this, or we should ping this, or what's going to happen. Gnar dewarding. Gnar doesn't know where any of blue team is. He's gonna have to be really careful here. He could die to this gank from Sejuani and Bard. Red team is pinging to go in because Gnar is being the distraction at this point. He does flash over and get away. Blue team isn't anywhere near mid, so they're gonna be able to keep pushing down. They're gonna go in onto the Caitlyn, deny her at all. See the Tristana doing tremendous amounts of damage, pushing her away. You can see the ultimate coming out for Nami. We don't have a kick anymore, but they are going to be able to do significant damage. Gnar is taking aggro, can zero him out. He gets a double kill. They're going to shift on to Bard, and that's going to be an ace for red team. They're going to be able to push down onto the inhibitor, possibly end at this point. Really, they could go for Heaven and shift Rift, which goes away in a minute. This team, believe it or not, has a tremendous amount of synergy around. They could ping for bot lane to clear it out, but Lee Sin and Gnar are going to be interested in Rift to further their lead. Giving red buff to Ahri is pretty quintessential at this point, considering how much she does consume. You see Lee Sin and Gnar moving on to the Rift Herald. They do have 30 seconds to kill it, so they're going to have to move up. They're actually taking it incredibly fast compared to what I thought they would have. And the weak point is the eye on the back. Lee Sin's going to be able to secure Rift Herald for himself, and he's going to back with it. Look at the gold lead here. Red team does have a 4,000 gold lead. Yeah. So now if they can group around mid and get another 8, they could end the game. The game is paused. ADC is lagging and restarting, so we're going to be there. While we wait, we can also see that Gnar is... Actually, as they're taking a break, I'm going to take a small break and get water.
A summoner has reconnected.
The game still is in timeout. Yep. This game should be done shortly if red team can pull it together. It's resuming in 2, 1. Okay, we can now double check. See that the Caitlyn was oblivious to the fact that Arya was right there and gets the kill. Lee Sin just has to shift focus down mid because they can't defend it, as they don't have a lot of damage to put behind the Supermans if they keep adding up. They're gonna split push bot lane. Arya's just gonna expel her kit into that when there's truly no point. The Sejuani could go back flash, and she could extend the game for a little bit. Now that Rift Herald is doing its magic, it's gonna be able to do its damage here. We see a Lee Sin kit coming onto the Bard. Bard's gonna go through on his magical journey. He's not gonna be able to do anything with the ultimate. He's just stalling out at this point. There's no point, and blue team's turn will fall. Nara's able to do so much damage because there's a 3-level lead here. Just trying to be effective. We can see that the Rift Herald is slamming into the turn like it's nothing. They're not doing any damage to it, and inhibitor is going to be open. We see the flash Q coming out from Orianna, and she gets the kill. Tristana is doing so much damage to them, it's tremendous. She's gonna get the reset on her W. She's gonna go back onto the Orianna. She's gonna go for the flash. They're gonna be forced to run away. All coming out from Sejuani, going on to the Orianna, coming out. And then they're going to be charming onto the Sejuani. Sejuani's going to be falling down towards... Lee Sin's going to get the kill. Lee Sin's moving onto the Bard. Bard is not going to be able to do anything. He's going to get stunned, and Lee Sin will get double kill. Triple kill, I'm sorry. The ace coming out, and that's going to be game 2 for red team. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me today. This was a very exciting match to played, and we should get an interview in here shortly. I retract my statement. Actually, no. Almost. I almost called GG way too quick. You're gonna be forced to back and leave an open Nexus. I thought they would have been able to end, but because of their teammates being dead, they weren't. See a split push coming out from Gnar. Gnar's going to want to go back on to the Trundle, but Trundle's going to be able to heal back.
Red team has slain.
Considering red team just got the Infernal Drake, they're going to be able to shred them even more. They're going to want to be regrouping onto mid lane because mid lane's inhibitor is now coming back up, but bot lane is still open. See Sejuani trying her best to clear out the mini wave on bot lane so they can't really push in. You can see the ult's coming out here, and Sejuani will fall. You can see the stun coming out from Bard. Bard's going to be able to avoid the Tristana's damage. There's not much they can do. The Orianna ult coming in Discord, but Tristana doing tremendous amount of damage is going to be take her out. They're going to move on to Orianna. Orianna's going to be pushed away into the turn. She's going to get greased. She's going to go for the kill. She gets the double. They're going to be able to move on to the Trundle. Trundle is the last line of protection. He's trying his best. He's going to fall down for an ace. To victory. Dun, 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 dun. Trundle's not boosted, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Is that gonna be it? I believe so. If we can't get him in. Yeah, that's gonna be it essentially if we can't get an interview in here. Yep. Do we have an no? Okay. All right. That's fine. Yep. Am I good?
Everybody, thank you for watching. Sorry about the long, awkward silence. I've been doing 1,000 things at once right now. That has been League of Legends. Unfortunately, we do not have an interview for you right now. 2-0, great, good game from both teams. We will see you guys tomorrow with the next stream.